Hello, Twin Flames. Welcome back to my channel. So, this will be an energy focus for the month of November for not only Twin Flames but also for the Ascension journey in general. Overall, in November, we are going to be experiencing Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. With Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, a lot of emotions, a lot of dark seated emotions will be coming up into the surface, even deep seated emotions which we thought we have healed and we perhaps did not want to heal, perhaps did not want to face, will be surfacing up on the surface at this point of time. The first 2 weeks for various signs, except for a few signs like Virgo and Pisces, somewhere deep down the month of November in the first 2 weeks looks rather too topsy-turvy. You may be experiencing intimidation, jealousy, and a state of feeling where others are appearing rather too competitive towards you. But they are all happening for a reason. If you're not seeing your self-worth, if you're not seeing your self-esteem, if you're not seeing your essence of existence, if you're not seeing your true potential through very many ways, through very many virtues, universe is going to find you ways, universe is going to manifest situations which somewhere conjure you to face such domains within you where you're not even considering how much beautiful you are inside and out. And as you really focus on this essence of beauty within, as you really focus on this beautiful essence of your existence, a deep-seated understanding will be surfacing up furthermore in the third week to the fourth week of November. And even for those people who have not been into spiritual awakening or have no idea about spirituality, will on a philosophical aspect, will on a literary aspect, start to dive deeper within, start to seek deeper within, and start to relinquish through the understanding about the virtues, about the faculties of universe, about the essence of new universe, through various ways within, through various reflective and retrospective ways, which uniquely they confine to the act of going within, the act of finding themselves within, maybe through songs, maybe through poetry, maybe through books. It is time to dive deeper within and have a self-reflectionary understanding of yourself, have a self-reflectionary understanding of who you really are deep inside. The time has come for the collective consciousness to rise, for the mass awakening to happen. And November is the remarkable phase when we will be experiencing a collective mass awakening around 26th of November. Around 28th of November, October, in fact, the energy is shuffling in of the collective mass awakening with Mercury retrograde as the cherry on the top, literally right now, with the first 2 weeks energy of Mercury retrograde really heating up the space, really enraging the surface, somewhere is leading to the flash of solar flash energy, the desire for justice, the pain, the fiery remarks of angst stored within, with the flicker of water energy coming due to the Scorpion Mercury retrograde together will cause a flash within, having to cause a massive shift in the throat chakra and the higher heart energy of the mass consciousness, redefining us and raising our collective consciousness and raising the collective consciousness to altogether a new portal for a collective beginning, a newness, an awakening to shuffle in on a collective front by 26th of November. It will be a remarkable shift in the history of spirituality, and somewhere deep down it will be a remarkable manifestation of physical reality and creative reality coming to a state of confinement together through the grasp of emotional intelligence within us, through the grasp of emotional desire of oneness within us, where in the essence of love, in just a state of frequency, how collectively we find a state of confinement, a state of oneness beyond the periphery of all the constraints, is what this November energy is predominantly focusing on for the collective at this point of time. A very deeper reflection on a collective front will be seen in terms of your understanding, your perception, your belief in life, your understanding of life, your depth of life, deep essence of relinquishing the depth of life will be further surfacing into your reality, finally provoking you to an extent to dive deeper within and reflect in parts of you which you thought that you wouldn't want to reflect onto. But finally, because of this shift, because of this change that we are experiencing at this point of time, because of the November energy that is shuffling in, we are moving to a new vortex altogether of redefining our own thought process, reanalyzing our own understanding, and getting past ego, getting past constraints where we have been focused on issues just because we have to be focused on that, and we haven't really dived deep to focus on ourselves through inner reflection, through a state of inner knowing. And as this inner knowing and state of inner reflection deepens and deepens in the process in the month of November, November will be also embarking the time for reconciliation, proposal, new beginning for various signs at this point of time towards their twin flame or soulmate journey. For Ascension energy, naturally, because of the retrograde, their signs will be experiencing a kind of topsy-turvy situation, as I said in the beginning of the video, that will happen during the first 2 weeks of November. But this reanalysis, this breaking down of patterns, this literal reshuffling of your lifestyle, literal shift in your lifestyle, literal change in your lifestyle, literal movement towards a new beginning in your lifestyle will literally be opening the gateway towards a new beginning, towards a new fulfillment of happiness for you at this point of time. And this November energy is calling in you, the calling in your earth angel, calling in your angelic side, and raising up your angelic side in the essence of unconditional acts of love, which is predominantly the main focus and emphasis of this point of time. And as you proceed on to unconditional acts of love, as you're guided to silently, the satisfaction you continuously start to feel, the state of bewilderment that you continuously start to feel within, will be redefining you and satisfying you and pushing you to a new vortex altogether, to start afresh, to renew your sense of being without having to worry about anything that society has to say, anything that people has to say, but rather focusing on what you want. And this is the phase of breaking down barriers, leaving situations that have been trying to control you, but really flowing in situations where you want to flow because of your heart's desire, not because the society thinks it is fairly appropriate, but because you really desire that, you really want that, and you really pray for it to happen. So you're going to flow in that course. Thank you, and love and light to you all.